Welcome. Today we're going over AI, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing AI crazy things today. Crazy things today. Crazy things today. The first thing I'm going to do is crazy things today. The first thing I'm going to do is crazy things today. First thing I'm going to do. Oh, there it is. Crazy things today. Now we're all set. Just you and me. AI forever. Crazy things about AI. There's all sorts of crazy things. AI. Hey, Bare Bones, great to see you in here. I didn't know if you were going to just jump in and jump out, but today we're going over AI. And one of the things that I did promise was that I would go over the things about the intro for this video and the thumbnail, which I think I forgot to put anywhere but on the video. Up in the upper corner where you saw the upper left hand side, there was a picture of a man and a woman. But if you notice real closely and you look, the hands aren't done right on one, and the eyes and the hands aren't done right on the woman. Over to the right side of the screen with the AI, I had told it to pick off the date and the time. It got the time wrong, even though I gave it the time zone. So these are just crazy things that are specific to AI, and they go universal across different programs. And one of the things that while I was working on getting ready for today was I had one example that I was going to use, and I'm going back to another program, my AirBrush, which is one of my favorite ones for AI. It used to have a problem that when you went from a 512 to a 512 from that, and you went to a bigger scale, and like you said, give me one dog, it would give you like 24 dogs when you went bigger. And they've corrected that problem. That is one of the things about AI that a lot of people don't realize, is that AI is constantly evolving. So just because your AI isn't working right today doesn't mean it's not going to work right tomorrow. And then in the lower left-hand portion of my video, I had, geez, I'm trying to remember. It was a couple of oh yeah, where AI just gets it wrong. On that thumbnail, you saw the green cat. The prompt didn't say anything about having a green cat. It said have a striped cat in a green forest green. I did later on change that because it got the AI confused. AI can get confused, especially if you give it a prompt where one of the prompts that I was working on getting ready for today's presentation, where I had people on a beach and I had palm trees, and then later on in the thing, they give you the negative prompt after the thing's been generated. And I was like going, maybe I'll ask it to take out the palm trees. Well, I had already asked to put in palm trees and taking them out. Then it just went off the rails and decided that it couldn't do anything at that point. So that is another thing about AI that a lot of people don't realize, is it's just like a regular computer program. If you get it confused, if your prompt doesn't make sense, the AI can't do anything with that. It's kind of like when you see the robot and it's taking over the world, and they give it that loop that it just can't compute, and it doesn't compute and blows up. Well, the AI will do the exact same thing. It will not render a picture. And then the last frame, which had the blurred out segments, with newer AI programs, you can oftentimes get past their sensor filters because they haven't fully developed them. And that was with deepAI. And I'm sure that they will get around that and get around to fixing that, because I like pushing the limits on any AI program and trying out all sorts of crazy things. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to jump in and ask at any time. I do need a lot of water though. Now, let's show on stream some of the things that I've been talking about here. This is, what is this? This is Bard, and we're going to make it even bigger. And make sure that I can hear oh yeah, I can't hear myself. All right. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm still here. We are going to, this is Bard. This is, you can use this for prompt generation to make a prompt. And then we have Hello Leonardo. This was a program that I just found out about last night. I had heard about it before, and we're going to make sure share this tab instead. Okay, we're sharing that tab instead. And view talk table. All right, let's see if that one ain't going to get out of the way. But we had a prompt. Actually, let's go over here to my one more. I had a prompt that I had generated out, and let me show you the prompt, come to think of it. Where is it in? It is in my, I think it's in this one right there. There's prompt. Okay, and the prompt is a green cartoon crocodile reclining in a large orange inner tube in a pool at a fancy seaside house in Florida. Crocodile with a wide grin, sunglasses, and a sun hat. The rest of the picture as if detailed color photo. Careful detail line work given it a vintage cartoon feel to the gator and the inner tube only. Golden hour lighting, casting warm, soft hues over the scene. I figured that would be a good test of how well a program can work. Now, this one was AirBrush. AirBrush did really well here with the gator, and that looks very cartoony. However, if you look at the rest of the picture here, that is also mostly cartoony. We did a couple renders. There's another one. This came a little closer, but it's still very, this is cartoonesque or pencil sketch, but it isn't a photo render. Now, this was my first one before I changed the prompt. And same thing. Now, we also had StockIMG where I tried it again. Cartoony. And you notice how flat this is? This doesn't have a very three-dimensional. And the funny thing was the one that did the best was actually one of the free AI generators. This one's a pay for. This one's a pay for. However, it still does well, and it's still available over on AppSumo for $30, less $1. And this one here, which one is this? This one is Leonardo. Leonardo did a pretty decent job, but it didn't quite get the picture. This picture's a little bit better, but it still looks like a pencil sketch in the back. Now, one of the things that I noticed about Leonardo, though, look how three-dimensional this gator looks, even though it's a cartoon character. Then we go to this guy. That's almost like he's going to jump out and get you. Now, this doesn't look very much like a pool here. This was the one I liked the best. Oh, come on, stop doing that. And we have a couple other ones here. Oh yeah, I know what's happening here. I keep calling up the program instead of just the view. Get back over here. Leonardo. All you need is one click. If you have Windows, by the way, this is a convenient way. Over in the right-hand side, there's the preview pane. And what a lot of people don't know is that you can take this and see when you get the double arrow like that, you can adjust the size of the preview pane. When you first get it, you're looking like this and you're going, oh, that's not very big. And you can make it bigger. Just sharing a little bit of way to deal with Windows. Now here, this one is deepAI render, and it did not very well on the gator. This is the exact same prompt. Notice not only is the gator not looking very much like a gator and cartoony, but look at the human that the gator's about to have lunch with. We have a stray hand, but no arm showing. We have legs that look like, that almost looks like a hand right there too. And you know, that's not a hand because it's at the bottom. And same thing over here. It looks like something Salvador Dali would paint. Now, this was when I was testing the adult filters on this. One thing they're very good at is with the deepAI is they do have a very strong, if you try to put a child into any of the pictures, they will show as being a picture that you should not have. And then, but deepAI, this is a free program which has since changed the way that they do AI, and they are trying to monetize that program now. And the prompt was woman of the night, red hair under a streetlight, wearing clothes for the business. And let's see, what do we have here? This is Image to Go, which I thought of all of the programs, this one did the best render on the gator and followed the prompt. This is the closest. I mean, this could pass for a photo. And you can see there's the gator. It looks nice in 3D. Pool. This looks very cartoony, and the rest looks real. And that's what I was shooting for. So the one that actually was able to do this was the Smart AI, not the other one. The other ones that I used. Let me go to my desktop real quick and pull up the StockIMG AI one, because I think that was the one that I flicked out of by accident. This was StockIMG, also another one that I pay for. Now, let's see how we doing here. We got StreamAlive, which, oh yeah. See, anybody got any comments here on StreamAlive? Nobody's asked any questions yet. Okay. There's another example of AI and AI. So if somebody had typed into the chat and said, what about showing AI generation? Okay. Then we give it a little bit of time. Now it's showing up on my side with the Streamlabs, and it should show up over here on right there. And it says that I asked that question. And that is one way to go. Let's call up, and if anybody has any questions here, we're going to go over to do some image generation and play with AirBrush, because I want to show you some of the changes that have been done with AirBrush over the last couple of weeks. AirBrush. And I'm doing magic on the other screen. I'll show it to you as soon as I get in. All right, I'm in. This is AirBrush. It's, like I said, $29 on AppSumo. One of the things that I tried out with this, as a matter of fact, I even used it for the, I don't use this very often, this prompt assist, but I figured, why not? What about, oh yeah, I did it. All right, so anybody got an idea? Bare bones, you got any idea for a prompt that you would like help on? Say we want to have help on stranded couple from a jet crash that were washed up on a deserted desert and let's see what they come up with. Hopeless. It's got all sorts of stuff. Now let's see what else it has. Now the negative prompt, it's a little tough to get that. What we're going to do here is copy the whole thing over, because what I found is the negative prompt doesn't carry over as well. All right, this is, where's my AirBrush thing? When in doubt, just go open up another one. Desktop. And we go to AirBrush, which is in there, right there. Everything's all in nice alphabetical order. Down to the prompt. In this way, we can cut and paste into the existing. So slow that down. Move this over to the right or left a little bit. And we want to go into create an image. Come back. I think I have negative prompt. If I don't, I'll go over to another program. Here we go. Advanced settings, negative prompt. We'll see if that gives us a better render here. So we'll hit create image, and while we're getting that, we're going to go like this and see what the negative prompt is. Injured, stormy weather, dangerous animals, limited resources, no fresh water, hungry, dehydrated, fear, injuries. There they are. That looks pretty like they got washed up on shore. And AirBrush, the other thing with AirBrush is you can pick different, this is Stable Diffusion XL Pro. We can, I recommend doing this with all programs is go through all of the, some people call them filters, some people call them, oh God, my brain isn't working quite right. All right, so anyways, go down all of the prompts or sometimes it takes longer. Now, this is another thing with AI is AI does very poorly with text. So if you get text on this, the best thing to do is to go to another program and edit it, like say in Photoshop. Another negative prompt you could probably put in is okay to have signs, no text, or something. I don't know. That might fix the problem. Midjourney. AI modeling. Yeah, they also have models that you can try out. Some of these are models. Some of these are totally different AI engines to pull from. 3D animation, not bad. One of my favorites one is realistic vision because that basically does look more like people than other ones. Now watch it give me a cartoon instead. That's one of the great things. Hey, Ms. Key, great to see you in here. I hope that you're having a great day. And see, they did totally. Now, this is another one. We were talking about limbs and AI. You notice 1, 2, 3, and then this one is bent in a way that there's no way that that could be a leg. And maybe there's, it's like, this is an awfully weird shaped leg. So, and then we got Stable Vision XL. AirBrush, it does have a limit on how many images you can generate in a month, but I've never gone over my limit, which is 250. And each time you render, it's 1 credit. So it's not bad. Upscaling is the same way. We can go and you find out, that's not bad. Although he kind of looks interesting, but we got a hand that's not too bad. This cloud line is kind of interesting. And this almost looks like a kayak cockpit. deepAI, which was another one. All right, we got Bard. Bard can also be used for generating a prompt, right? A prompt for Ms. Key's kitchen cooking channel for delicious fried chicken. And let's see, prompt for image, AI image generator. All right, let's see what we get. Bard, don't let me on. Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, Bard goes way overboard on this stuff. Additional details. Let's see if we can do it like this. And if AirBrush doesn't do it, oh, wait a second, we need one more thing in there. If AirBrush can't do it, then I have another program which should be able to take this, which is my StockIMG program. I'm just going to give it right straight the way Bard supplied it. AirBrush. That's not the one that we want. This is. We go create an image, and we're going to go with no negative prompt, see if that takes the whole thing. We're going to go with realistic vision. Oh, you know what I should have done? Landscape would have been better, seeing as we're talking about thumbnails and stuff. Well, that's interesting. There's the chicken. Miss Key looks much better than that, though. And what we can do here is see about what does DALL-E 3. And bare bones, are you kind of interested in any type of generation also? Now this is closer. See? Then we could download it. And let's go over and see what it looks like in downloads. It's kind of interesting that maybe they diverted back to the old, because I told it to do horizontal and it did a square one. And it was a nice horizontal one too. I mean, nice render there. Hand a little bit could have been better, but that one kind of passes, and this one kind of passes too. The chicken looks okay. The honey looks good. Looks delicious to me. All right, we're going to try it one more time here with AirBrush and see if we can get something better. Yeah, I have landscape 10. Try this again. Dimensions, landscape. All right, scene, Miss Key kitchen. All right, 16 by 9 render. 16 by 9 render of Miss Key kitchen is a buzzing. Okay, let's see if this works. Give it another try here. I like that one. That's kind of cartoony, which is kind of fun. You can't go wrong with cartoon. Let's see what it looks like in square again. You'd almost have to, one of the things that you could do with something like this is, let's see, it's, make it bigger. Then what we can do without losing aspect ratio on this is I could upscale it and then make it bigger, or just go like this. We're just going to go rough shot with this. Now we have something that looks like a thumbnail. We could then stretch it out a little bit, or just use it like that and then put a frame on it and call it a day. Let's see, Photo P. All right, new project. With AI, anybody who says that they're doing their AI without putting it to Photoshop, they're either putting out a really, if there's any text in it whatsoever, this is this is the actual thumbnail that I worked on to get today's presentation done. This was the hands that I was talking about right here. Hands. Notice how this finger is just totally wrong. And then we have the time, which was off. Usually I do a diary work entry every night, just practicing with my Voila. I'll show you what that is right here. Okay. Oh, and another thing with AI is you can get conflicting AI things, which I just remembered. Voila interfere, the hotkeys are different than they are in Photopea, so I have to go to a different screen to do Voila. And Write Like Me diary. This is one of my prompts that I worked up. And this just write a diary entry as if you were me, Bill, in the first person using additional elaboration, no title, but I've been having trouble with the Pacific time zone time, and we'll see if it does it live or not. That's one of the dangers of doing things live. All right. Had a interesting morning. Usual. Going to go. Went live. Had their bones and Miss Key as guest. All right. Now, because I have it in GPT-4, it makes less mistakes, but it still makes mistakes. You notice how it says 8 a.m.? It right now is 1:34, and that is a mistake right there. So that's just showing how that works there. And then back to Photopea. So this is the time shown as being a mistake real time. Now these two were just striped, an exotic striped cat in a forest green. Well, because I put forest green, it made everything green in the picture. And this was with a different engine used, and this was with, I think, deepAI also. We'll have to go and check with deepAI, which is not called up Renaissance. Oh, there's deepAI. And this one doesn't give me a history. So we will go and check over here because I might have saved the actual pictures that I rendered. No cat there. Image to go. Not in that one either. That's one of the things that's keeping track of all your pictures is I'm still working on that. And with an AI photo, with AI generation, you can go through a whole lot of pictures in a very short period of time. And that is with like AirBrush, which we'll get back into somehow. Stream live streaming. And this has got to be it. Okay, AirBrush. A nice thing is they have search gallery history, which gives you a whole history of your images. And it's nice to have that because that way you don't lose your images. Yep, this was the one. And this was the funny one. And it's kind of weird because I'm getting this. This might be just something about the fact that I have multiple streams open and whatnot, because I did get the horizontal last night. I'm just not getting it right now for some reason. Now, AI is good at doing things differently. And that's one of the things nice about AI. One of the many things nice about AI is if you're having trouble with it, just come back later or switch over to a different AI. This is AirBrush. And in the past, I've had a lot of trouble with numbers with AirBrush. And I put one futuristic green. Oh, also one amazing futuristic car, black tires, shining body in a forest green. That was the prompt, and this was the car. I like that car. Is this program free? No, AirBrush is not free, but it's pretty darn close to free. If I hope I got you at the right time. Yes, this one's $29 on AppSumo.com. And what a lot of people don't realize is this one is a lifetime program, meaning that as long as you're alive or the company's still alive, you're going to get access to this program. That said, deepAI also, well, let's see how well deepAI does on the exact same thing, because deepAI is free. Leonardo AI is also free. Now, one of the things that had me hesitate about Leonardo AI is I had to sign up before I could do anything with it, which really isn't much of a sacrifice. I mean, they have my name and a password. But the other thing is you read through the fine print, anything that you generate on Leonardo AI, and this is not from me, any of this, they can use. And they have rights to. As a matter of fact, you don't have rights to the pictures that you generate, but you're allowed to use them. Think about that a couple of times over. So this one's free, and this one is free, sort of, because they are coming out with a sign up with pricing. They don't have it here right here, pricing. And they actually do have, open a new link, but they still will generate pictures for you. $4.99 a month or $5, 100 AI generation calls, includes images. See, this is kind of weird because they're showing this, but they still have the free, which can go by anytime now. But I was able to render out about 15 images yesterday, and I've been able to render a couple images today. And let's go over to AirBrush, and I wonder if I can go and copy the prompt out of this. All right, so let's go here. Oh, it even has the seed 31446. I have to learn about seeds. That's going to be a topic for some other. I wonder if I could put options, seed. Do they have any seed option? I don't think so. Nope. Let's see what we get. Oh, yeah. Well, that didn't look very futuristic. Let's try this again. Although I might have cut it short while it was doing its job. That doesn't look very futuristic either. Let's go try this, try that one, because this one is my favorite of the deepAI, although it looks like the least intuitive one to use, but it's most realistic. Ta-da! That's pretty good. Notice the trees aren't very, well, they look kind of like trees. Car looks very shiny. And Photopea, this is also a free program. However, I'm not showing you the free version of it. The free version of it has, the screen will stop right about here. Well, let's see, I'll just show you. And get back over to Photopea, which disappeared on me somehow. There we go. This is about the size of the Photopea screen that you would have. And then over here on this area here would be all advertisements, and that's free. And it's photopea.com. And they're putting AI in just about every program on earth these days, which is nice in many ways. And people show on stream. One of the things what people need to realize is this fear of AI that the general media is putting out. I don't know why they're doing it. It's almost makes about as much sense as the fear of printing presses when they first came out. You know, they're going to put all the scribes out of business. And then what we have when we had computers come around, the forest products industry, we were really worried because, oh, we're not going to be able to, you know, nobody's going to use paper anymore. Everything's going to be on computer. Well, it was one of the biggest boons for the forest products industry that ever came about, because we would produce like 10 times more demand for paper. Who knows what's going to happen with AI? What I've been saying is embrace it, learn about it so that you can be more informed. One of the things that a lot of people don't say is the fact that AI doesn't render text well. And I mean, an AI text generator, let me qualify that. AI photo programs don't render text well. All right, so we covered this one, we covered this one, we covered this one, and this one's blank because I probably deleted it out or something, who knows. But this one had the pictures that were censored, and this was one on deepAI. I figured out a way to get around the censor, although there isn't a way that you're going to get around the age censor, which is really set ridiculously low. I'll go back over here and show you the age censor, which is just, and watch it prove me wrong on this one. Young girl seated at a table eating dinner. Now watch it generate it. And I'm so used to just hitting the enter key. See, the system detected a potentially unsafe content. Young girl. Take that out, hit render, and boom. It's doing it. And you notice they even have a young girl that they have seated at the table. Eyes aren't quite right. arm is definitely not right. Notice how this part of the arm is like non-existent. And we can change over the render model and see what we get. I kind of like that now, but the hands are kind of crazy, kind of like Pablo Picasso or something. And so Photopea, maybe we should work on getting what should be the topic for AI seeds? How about AI seeds? Because that could be the topic for next week's discussion. And Miss Key, I like this one. If you want, I can email you this one. Well, all three if you want them. And dashboard, create an image. Okay, topic. Seeds. Shaped like computers. Okay, that'll be interesting. See what we get. This is 512 by 512, which is not, that's the default render size for, I kind of like that. Let's see if we can get that on a landscape size and see. Well, first let's download this one. Kind of like that. And in a garden. AI seeds in a garden. Oh, that's kind of interesting. All right, topic is going to be artificial intelligence seeds. I can't spell. Used in AI photo. See, I need to learn about seeds, AI seeds. I know what I forgot. Some music. Gonna get some music going here. Another thing that I'd like to bring up is there is a video by Brian G. Johnson that he just put out. I'm going to put and it was just made just recently, and it's very good about AI generation and using that for your thumbnails. So in the chat, I just put the link to Brian G. Johnson's video, and it's just a really good video and just amazing. He talks about the different programs that he uses, goes into it. His are more high level, mine are more low level, but whatever gets the job done, that's really what the bottom line is. If your AI is doing the job, then stick with the AI and keep going. So what are some of the bizarre things and crazy things about AI? One, with a photo program is if it's not working, move on. Because with the image generation programs, trying to correct a picture is next to impossible. Better to just 9 times out of 10, download the picture, maybe try once or twice more. But if it doesn't fix, if that person's sixth finger on their hand doesn't go away, maybe just Photoshop it out. AI does not render text well, so don't even try. Maybe just have it be a blank slate so you don't have to go in and redo the texture later on. Let's see if we can find some. All right. Streamlabs. This one is the one I'm looking for. We had some. Thought I had. This one's going back over. This one's free. This is Image to Go. I liked this one. This one was very easy to use. It had both, and I like the way that what they do is they put you in a queue if you're in the free zone, or you could get premium, and there's certain things that you can't do. Like, I'm not sure if you can upscale, but like down here with the number changes, you couldn't do more than one photo at a time. And then we have generation. This was the unlocking the pro plan. Just that's what it looks like. This was me caught in the queue earlier today, except I didn't get it quite fast enough because there were only 2 people in the queue. This was a supermodel on a beach, coconut trees. I thought for some reason I might be able to, where they put what not to see, maybe try to take the trees out. That didn't work. And then here's another supermodel on the beach. Realistic. You could have several different styles, but with Image to Go, when you go into some of the different styles, actually, I think most of them, you have to go premium. Then we have deepAI, which we already covered is free and also has a paid version. Then we have Leonardo, which is free, but they have, and this is another thing that AI will do. You notice how this crocodile is like right into the cement? So this wouldn't be, there's no way that anything like this could happen in real life unless maybe there's a big manhole here. There was one that was not on this program, but another program where it was like over in the corner where there could be stairs on the pool. Now, this was my stock image AI. I was surprised that it wasn't able to get a good render on this. Part of that is the fact that I wanted the AI to be dual purpose on this, to have this part be cartoony, but the rest of the part I wanted to be like a regular photo. A lot of people, what they do in that instance, if they can't get that, is just take this, because I've done it myself too. Take this, copy it out, take all the rest of the background, take it out, and then get a real photo and put it in the background. Let's see if I can do that real fast, actually. See if we can overtax my system or not. We're using fast stone capture. We're capturing this. We're taking it out here. Now we go hunt for photo P because I know it's on here somewhere. Unless I closed it out, which I might have. It's looking like I did. Try this again. One more try. There it is right there. And we can go all the way to the top, put a new layer in. New layer. Okay, so we have a new layer and we're going to just paste into it. And then what you can do here is, instead of doing that one, take that one out, go like that, do a magic select, which is not going to take it. Well, we've run out of time, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation and have a great day. Have a great rest of your weekend. There isn't very much left of it. Love you all. Bye-bye.